to drama now, and this is our first synopsis ever!
And it will be on the play Real Women Have Curves with the director, Tatiana Marie Carla.
Written by Josefina Lopez.
So stay tuned so you can meet the cast and get a synopsis of our first play ever.
Hello, my name is Isela Marlis, and I am playing the role of Estela Garcia.
I'm Ray Capote and I'm playing the role of Pancha.
And I'm Amberlyn Benson and I'll be playing the role of Rosalie.
Vanessa Elise and I play the role of Carmen Garcia.
Hello, my name is Marcela Pawaga and I will be playing the role of Ana Garcia.
So scene one at the top of the show starts with we meet Carmen and Anna. They come into this factory, dimly lit, and they're starting off their routine. Carmen Garcia is the mother of Ana Garcia, and we start to see a little bit of their relationship. In a bit, Carmen leaves, goes to take care of some business at the bakery, bringing back some bread for breakfast, which is part of the daily routine, leaving Anna alone to do what she loves to do, which is right. So we start to see a little bit about who Anna is, her character. In the midst of this, Carmen returns in a tizzy because the environment of the play is something to be said, to be spoken about, which is the bums and the hobos in the street. This is something they have to contend with, and it comes up throughout the play. Anna opens the door, they come back in, and all of the women start to arrive. We meet Rosalie, we meet Pancha, and we start to see how all of these women, you know, connect and talk to each other. And then we meet Estela Garcia.
So scene 2, Estela gives us the news that we have to make 100 dresses in only a few days, which is almost impossible for a tiny sewing factory. With this horrible news, we find out that Estela and Carmen fight a lot over who's the boss in this factory. During lunchtime, a lot of the women take a peek at a dirty book, let's call it that, and talk about their past love lives. They also talk about their romances and their boyfriends and their husbands and chisme, basically. And Anna has to make a point that she is a feminist and tells it like it is.
And suddenly we realize that somebody's at the window. Unfortunately, Estela doesn't have her green card, so anytime she goes close to the window or close to the door, we kind of have to watch out for her and make sure that La Migra, the immigration patrol, doesn't see her. But we slowly realize that it's actually El Tormento, and El Tormento is basically Estela's crush. So we tell her not to go outside, we don't want her to get caught, but she doesn't listen to us. So she runs outside anyway and goes and flirts with him for a while. And all of a sudden, Doña Carmen spills a bunch of mole, which is kind of like, it's like a traditional Mexican chocolate sauce, usually with peppers, and she spills it all over the dresses, and we all freak out trying to figure out where we're going to put the dresses, and Estela comes back in and notices that something went wrong, but we're all being quiet and pretending everything is fine. And then we start getting back to work and everything, and she decides that Estela decides she wants to make a phone call to try and see if we can get paid a little bit earlier for all the work that we've done. But she's demanding she's demanding her employment papers that she doesn't have, and says that if immigration shuts you down, we're not going to pay you. So we're stressing out and everything, and she says she's not going to pay us, and then Estela starts going through the dresses and all the different things that we've been working on, and we haven't done any of it right, and that's pretty much the peak of stress that she experiences.
Tensions are really high. She's stressed out. We're all stressed out. And Pancha and Estela start getting in a big fight about opening the door because it is really, really, really hot in the factory. The fight leads to Estela saying, fine, open the door, but once you open the door, you are leaving. And Pancha, being the person she is, agrees to leave with all her stuff. So then this huge fight blows up between Pancha and Estela, and all the other characters are trying to stop, and then poor Rosalie faints. Moving on, she faints. The next day, Pancha comes back late to work because she visited Rosalie, where all the characters are relieved because she's back, and then later on, Rosalie comes back into work, and all the characters are really surprised because we thought she was sick, and we learn in that scene why she fainted.
So finally, in the last two scenes of the play, we find out a lot of different things. We find out, why Estela and Ana have so many siblings and what the relationship is between Carmen and her husband. We find out how the date went between Estela and El Tormento. We find out that the migra wasn't even outside to begin with. So for the most part, it's kind of like a conclusion of everything. Thank God we do finish the dresses on time, and we do get paid. So that does alleviate a lot of the stress. And so finally, the conclusion is it's very hopeful for Estela and for her factory and for her little work family. So it definitely does have a message of hope
And
at
that's all
the
I
end.
see for family.
We really hope you enjoyed this video.
If you would like to see more, just stay tuned and subscribe.
And please, if you have any suggestions of anything you want to see, leave it down below.